السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We gather today to reflect on one of the most critical aspects of our religion, the foundation of our faith, Aqeedah, which means belief. It is important for every Muslim to understand what they believe in and why, for Aqeedah shapes not just our hearts but also our actions and our destiny in the hereafter. And as Al-Hafiz Al-Hakimi said in Sulam al-Usul ila Ilm al-Usul, he said, أول واجب على العبيد معرفة الرحمن بالتوحيد. That means that the first obligation on servants is to know Allah, to know who is He. First thing we're going to talk about is the importance of studying Aqeedah. We study Aqeedah because it's the most important of religious sciences. Aqeedah is more important than morals, manners, and acts of worship and transactions. It is the first obligation upon a person who becomes accountable in Islam. When someone enters Islam, they must first learn Tawheed before learning any act of worship. When the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal to Yemen, he said, let the first thing they know about is Tawheed, and then tell them about that they have obligated upon 5 daily prayers. This hadith shows the importance of Tawheed, the most essential part of Aqeedah. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, instructed that calling people to correct their Aqeedah should become before teaching them about acts of worship like prayer. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, spent 13 years in Mecca calling people to correct their beliefs and establish Tawheed. The acts of worship were revealed only after his migration to Medina, showing that correcting Aqeedah is the foundation upon which all acts of worship and good character are built. Second thing is studying Aqeedah to correct false belief. We study Aqeedah to correct our beliefs, as fixing one's creed is extremely important. Aqeedah is the foundation upon which a person's actions are built, and the acceptance of good deeds depends on the soundness of one's belief, free from shirk and disbelief. If someone's beliefs are tainted with major disbelief or shirk, they are considered a disbeliever. A disbeliever's good deeds will not benefit them on the Day of Judgment, no matter how many good actions they perform. If the Aqeedah is incorrect, all related actions and statements are invalid. And as Allah Azza wa Jal says, لَإِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ وَلَتَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. If you join others in worship with Allah, then surely all your deeds will be in vain, and you will certainly be among the losers. Allah also says, وَلَوْ أَشْرَكُوا. One second, I'm muting. I know about. Allah also says, وَلَوْ أَشْرَكُوا لَحَبِطَ عَنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. But if they had associated others with Allah, then worthless for them would be whatever they were doing. This shows that without sound Aqeedah, no actions are any of value. Learning correct Aqeedah protects from shirk, and we study that because it makes us learn correct beliefs, and it protects a person from shirk or forgotten or neglecting Aqeedah is one of the main reasons people fall into shirk. The absence of shirk or disbelief in a person's Aqeedah is what determines whether they will achieve eternal salvation or remain in hellfire forever. Allah says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَن يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَن يَشَاءُ وَمَن يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدِ افْتَرَى إِثْمًا عَظِيمًا. Indeed, Allah does not forgive association with Him, but He forgives what is less than that for whom He wills. And he who associates other with Allah has indeed committed a grave sin. Aqeedah is the most noble and greatest of sciences. The nobility and greatness of any science are based on its subject, and Aqeedah is about Allah, about everything about Allah, which is the most important topic of all. Correct Aqeedah increases our fear of Allah and avoidance of sin. We study Aqeedah to increase our fear of Allah. Aqeedah also includes Tawheed, which teaches what is appropriate for Allah and what is not. Knowing Allah is one of the foundations of fearing Him, and the more a servant knows about Allah, the more they will fear Him. We study Aqeedah to protect ourselves from temptations and to stay away from sins. How can a Muslim disobey Allah while knowing Allah hears and sees him and aware of everything he's doing? Correct Aqeedah protects against doubts. We study Aqeedah to safeguard ourselves from doubts and misconceptions that are common in today's world. The world is full of false ideologies, destructive philosophies, and corrupt methodologies. A Muslim must have a sound knowledge of Aqeedah to distinguish truth from falsehood and strong evidence from weak arguments. Someone's going to ask and be like, why do we study Aqeedah? When studying Aqeedah, our intentions or goals should include one of the following, at least. First thing is following the example of the prophets who taught Aqeedah before actions. Allah says, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنْ يَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتِ. And we indeed sent into every nation a messenger saying, worship Allah and avoid Taghut. Allah also says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن قَبْلِكَ مِن رَسُولٍ إِلَّا نُوحِي إِلَيْهِ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا أَنَا فَاعْبُدُونِ. And we did not send any messenger before you except that we revealed to him that there is no deity except me, so worship me. Number two is we make our Aqeedah pure from any innovations and shirk. Number three is protecting ourselves from falling into shirk or adopting any bid'ah. Fourth thing is increasing knowledge of Allah, which leads to greater fear of Him and more obedience. Number five is escaping doubts and trials of faith, as only sound Aqeedah can protect us. Sixth thing is refuting false ideologies and corrupt beliefs. And seven is removing ignorance about Allah and our faith. And about our faith. Last thing we're going to talk about, is learning Aqeedah necessary? Yes, learning Aqeedah is necessary. Humans naturally have a need to turn to a higher power or to God, something they believe has a control over them and the universe. Islamic Aqeedah fulfills this need, respects human intellect, and aligns with the natural inclination to believe. Without sound Aqeedah, there is no true faith. Without true faith, there is no salvation. The need for correct Aqeedah is not just important, it is urgent. And my dear brothers and sisters, learning Aqeedah is not an option, but an essential part of being a Muslim. It enables us to fulfill the purpose for which we were created and worship Allah in the manner He has prescribed, and protect ourselves from the traps of shirk and misguidance. May Allah grant us the knowledge of sound Aqeedah, strengthen our faith, and keep us steadfast on the truth. May He make us among those who enter Jannah with hearts full of faith and sincerity. Jazakumullah khairan wa barakallahu fikum. Right here.